Okay, welcome to another video. Now I've got an interesting one for you. I'm going to be taking you on a bit of a mini tour of Blackpool, looking at the bad and hopefully the good. So the area that I'm going to be looking at is the Foxhall area, which is pretty much where the central pier is. So where the central pier is, anything sort of east of the central pier for a few blocks is the Foxhall area. So we'll be taking a look at that in the first part of the video, and in the second part I'm hoping to get a really nice sunset. So we'll go down to the promenade and see if I can get a really nice sunset, because the sunsets in Blackpool are awesome. So anyway, I'm just going to start here on Lydon Road, where it splits from Lydon Road. Have a little look around here at Lydon Road. Everything's still fairly quiet at the moment because we're still kind of under semi-lockdown, although it won't be long before everything opens up. So this is where the old Coliseum bus station used to be. Yes, okay, so this is the Blackpool Transport Depot, where they keep all the original trams. All the new modern ones are all kept down at the new station down at Squires Gate. And just a bit further up the road we have the Blackpool Transport head office. Yeah, so this is the area that I'm going to be showing you around in this video, which is actually a pilot video for a series of videos, or a possible other channel that I'm going to be doing on Blackpool. Look, I quite like the building, the Blackpool Transport building. It's quite a grand building. And just over the road, everything's been levelled over here. A lot of the old terraced hotels and flats were all demolished, and all this is going to be rebuilt on. Well, it's all been prepared, but it's not been worked on for a while, so... Christ's sake, that car must have been doing about 70 miles an hour. Yeah, there's been a lot of prep work done here. The groundwork's all been done, but I've not seen any activity on this site for a long time. Behind me is the old cinema. I remember going there to see a movie. I think I've only been there once. Okay, and this is one of two purpose-built job centres. I think it was purpose-built. There's another one in town, and both of them are now disused. And next to the job centre we have the naughty shop. Bloody hell, that's noisy. Anyway, I've just stepped onto the promenade and I'm right outside the Foxhole Port now. As I said, I'm going to be doing a bit of a tour of the Foxhall area, and behind me, hopefully, there'll be a nice sunset over there later on. There is some cloud over there, so that might get in the way, but we'll see. And now making our way down to the new houses. We're on the other side of the development here. So these are the new houses. This road is called Stan Mortensen Avenue, after the Blackpool player. Let's have a look up here.
Right, it's open.
Right, okay, so I'm now on Chapel Street, which is directly opposite the Central Pier. You might be able to see it behind me there. And I'm pretty much on the edge of Foxhall now. And just over the road from me here, behind me, and the old police station and magistrates courts, which are all going to be levelled for a new entertainment centre. Yeah, so this is the old police station behind me. Wasn't even sure if I was actually allowed up this this bridge which goes over the road here. But anyway, it's been empty for a few years now because they've all moved to the state-of-the-art new headquarters on the edge of town, which is a really nice building actually, not far from the motorway. But this building here has not been fit for purpose for quite a while actually, so it's got quite a few problems. I'm not sure when they're going to start knocking all this down. In fact, they haven't cleared half of it out yet. I'm looking at the courts over there and there's still papers in there and everything, so they haven't. I think they've cleared the police station out, but they haven't cleared out the magistrates court by the look of it. I think they were still using them until very recently, but now I think all our courts now are going to be held at Preston. So I think that's the deal. Anyway, let's have a little look down what we can see from this bridge. A pub there, nicely painted. I think it's been renamed, that pub. It's now called the number 13 Bonny Street, but I think it had another name up until last year. So we're now looking back towards Foxhall, that way. And this way, obviously, we're looking into town. This is Funland, one of my favourite arcades from the old days. Looking towards Coral Island there. Right, okay, so I'm going to head back down now, back in Foxhall, because I've kind of just stepped out of the area a little bit, and it won't be too long before I go onto the promenade and see how we can do with the sunset. God, these seagulls are so noisy. Okay, so I've now made it to the promenade for the second part of this video. Hopefully I'll be getting a nice sunset. Doesn't look too promising, to be quite honest. Quite a lot of cloud out there. So we're just going to have to see what I can do. Right, okay, so I'm now on the promenade and we've got the high tide. The waves are lapping up here now. We've got the high tide combined with the sunset, which unfortunately isn't quite happening tonight. We've got all this kind of murky cloud over here, so the sun unfortunately has dropped into the murky cloud, so we're not going to get a spectacular sunset tonight, but hopefully we'll get some nice colour in the sky. So the sky behind me, you can see there's some quite nice clouds there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try I nearly got caught by a wave then. I'm going to try a long exposure shot looking towards the pleasure beach down there. So I'll just show you my camera setup now. Okay, so this is the way I've got the camera here. I've got a 24-70 lens on it, and I'm going to put a filter on the front, a neutral density filter, so that I can get a longer exposure to smooth out these waves and try and get some movement in the clouds, and we'll see how we go with that. Right, so that's it for this, what can I say, a pilot video on the good and the bad of Blackpool, I suppose. I've kind of finished on a positive note on the promenade. Kind of hoping for a better sunset, but it wasn't too bad, and I think I've got some nice moody shots, which I'm going to end the video with now. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and look out for more, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.